Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the Global Racing Network. We're back here once again for round number 8 of GRL Tier 1 this evening from a very clear sky and sunny Mexico. We're here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here in Mexico City, and the qualifying clock has just started to tick away. And we are underway for it as we wait for the first few cars to emerge from the pit lane. And the first few cars to emerge are Void Beam, who's making his Tier 1 debut this evening, and May in the Alpha Tauri, who's currently leading them round. We've got quite a few Tier 1 debutants tonight. Some completely new faces to the Global Racing Network, some who have made their debuts on other parts of the channel, in other leagues. One of them being this man right here, Just Moman, who is no stranger to the Global Racing Network. He normally races in Tier 2, in Tier 1 tonight for GRL, in the Alpine. Normally see him in the Top Speed Racing League on a regular basis. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on tonight with quite a large field around him. We know what pace he's capable of in that league, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do with arguably some quicker guys in this one. As May exits the final corner, begins his lap, and Void Beam behind him staying very, very close indeed, trying to get a tow down this very long front straight. It's a very long run to turn 1 here. And May is already invalidated, so he should get out of Void Beam's way really, but at the minute he isn't. Void Beam has gone out on the medium tyres. A lot of people opting for the mediums in these early stages. May does get out of the way now, and lets Void Beam on his way. Void Beam has a little bit of a wobble there, just about corrects it, so he'll be the first man to set a time on the board. He's going to get a tow. Was getting a tow for his teammate. His teammates darted out of the way of Nice Job. So Void Beam round the final corner, 1:16.4 to open up for the Alfa Romeo driver. Is that Mandro coming around the final corner? It is, but it's not a lap. It's a 1:19.1. But it was an invalidated run. And a pro just starting a lap. Who else have we got? Maestro's just posted a 1:17.9. Again, another medium runner. Galgra out the final corner, invalidated unfortunately. So that is not his lap. Just Moman gets his first lap on the board, 1:18.7. In the Alpine. Red Diver jumps ahead with a 1:16.6 in the McLaren. And the medium runners have set laps so far. Josh Jess Gaming's into the pit lane. Honesy's gone 5th with a 1:18.8 on the softs. Colin's gone 3rd with a 1:17.2 on softs. So it's a bit of a split at the minute on where to go. For Trusty over the line, 1:18.2 for him. P5. Nobody knows really which is the quicker tyre. Nice Job, 1:16.7 for him. And Tom on the softs, 1:14.8. Goodness me, that is a very, very quick lap from Tom. And jumps to the top. Now we've got the proper lap times coming. Dale Branco 1:15.8. Still a second off Tom though. That is remarkable how far away he is. He is on mediums, but I'm surprised the gap is that big, to be honest. Seems like the medium tyre is going to be the way to go in this session. Another debutant just starting a lap. Well, anyway, in the Aston Martin, getting all over the curb, coming through the first chicane there. DRS down the back straight. Heavy braking into the second chicane, which is a lot tighter than the first one. It's very difficult to get a good exit. So far, so good. We haven't got a time on the board yet, so it'll be interesting to see where this puts him. Like he may have lifted through the S's there a little bit. That might cost him a little bit of time. 57.4. It's not the slowest we've seen in the middle sector. NZ Pro in the other Mercedes 1:15.9. So the Mercedes looking very, very strong round here. Well, anyway, to the line, 1:17.2 for him. That jumps him to P9 on the mediums. So that is not a bad lap at all, really, given the circumstances. Just Gaming just starting a lap in the Red Bull, on board with him down the front straight. So it's such a long run down towards turn 1 here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Such a long run, and then a little chicane, and then it's straight back on the power onto a back straight. It's a good track to drive, not so fantastic for overtaking, apart from down the very long front straight. That's Galgaro in the Haas getting out of the way nice and safely. Just Gaming invalidated, so we will... Who else is we got on a lap? Well, anyway, was, but he's just entered the pit lane. Honesy was on a lap, but he's got invalidated. The only man on a lap is Waffler at the minute in the AlphaTauri, coming through the S's, on board with him. With just over 9.5 minutes to go in the qualifying session. Wreck Diver doing very well to keep out the way there. My Waffler may have gone a little bit deep into the stadium section. He's kind of just about corrected it. Will now make his run for the line. 1:16.4 for Waffler. Jumps him up to 4th place after not setting a lap early on. Who's furthest up the road? It's just Gaming, so we'll try and stick with him in the Red Bull, but he's got it invalidated again. It's just not going his way so far tonight. Galgro fully committed through the S's there. In the Haas car. Galgro making his run for the line. 1:15.9 for Galgro. Gets him into the mix for 4th place. And who's that just jumped up the leaderboard? Is that Just Moman? It is indeed. Just Moman's just improved on his lap by 2 seconds. 1:16.4 for Just Moman. Has got him into the mix. Wreck Diver's just improved on his time. 1:15.4. Nobody's catching Tom's 1:14 though. That could take some beating. Nice job, it's not going his way so far tonight. He's got some work to do. Deadly Mosquito on board with him in the Williams. On the medium, trying to qualify on mediums. And it's an invalidated lap, unfortunately. He's jumped back to his teammate who's on softs. Who's midway through his lap. Fazak hasn't got time on the board yet like his teammates. So both these two need to put some work into it. Thought Fazak might have turned in a little bit too early there, but he's got away with it. Breaking into the stadium section. Nice and tidy through there. Exiting out of the final corner onto the front straight. Fazak 1:16.1 for Fazak P7 provisionally. Nice job's just gone quicker behind him. 1:15.5. So that puts him at P3 provisionally. Still nobody getting nowhere near Tom's 1:14.8. Maestro on his return this evening, struggling a little bit in that Ferrari. 1:17.0 is his best so far. Everyone now opting for the soft tyres to try and get the best performance out of their cars. As they try and make some progress. Maestro over the line, 1:16.0. Big improvement from Maestro. Jumps himself up to 7th place. Who's just gone a little bit quicker? I'm not sure, to be honest. Nice job's just starting a lap. It was Nice Job that went quicker, sorry. He's jumped up to P2. I completely missed that. Nice job invalidated. Del Branco trying to make a few moves. So far he can't quite do that. Del Branco 1:14.5 for Del Branco. Tom's 1:14.8 is down. Del Branco has found some pace, and that will be alarm bells for Tom. Well, anyway, he's having a great Tier 1 debut here in the Aston Martin. He's currently P5, so he's put in a very good lap as well. Waffler's looking to improve, whether he will or not is another question. Waffler begins another lap. Waffler enters the pit lane. Just Moman is on the lap, but slightly down in the first sector. So this could be all to play for. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Void Beam had a very good start to the session. He's just falling off the pace a little bit now. Void Beam still going strong. So far, as we enter the checkered flag stage of the session. Right, Diver's not improving, Nice Job starting a lap, and Tom's not improving. Del Branco is on a lap. So this could get interesting. Tom can't improve. Nice Job's had an accident. Del Branco slightly improving on his best time. Will he get into the low 114s? He's currently just sat on that buffer zone at the minute. And he enters the pit lane is the answer to that one. Nice Job invalidated. Can Fazak do anything about it? The answer to that is no. Galgro's out. That is qualifying then. Ladies and gentlemen, Del Branco is on pole position then in the Red Bull. He's got his main championship rival Tomgo Prof alongside him in second. Nice Job's up there once again in P3. Divers P4. Fazak with a good quali in P5. Moisture have a bit of a sluggish start, P6 in the end. Well anyway, on his Tier 1 debuts, P7. Galgro's P8, Enza Pro's P9, Josh Jess Gaming is P10. Void Beam on his Tier 1 debut is P11. Colin is P12. May P13. Waffler's P14. Just Moman on his Tier 1 debut as well is P15. Dylan Ark P16, Deadly Mosquito 17th, Atrocities P18th, Honesy's 19th, and Mandra after crashing out is at the back in 20th. So guys, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly for the race. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Global Racing Network. And the formation lap for the Mexican Grand Prix Tier 1 in GRL is underway. Just a quick reminder of the grid for you. TL Branco in the Red Bull is on pole position. He's got his main championship rival Tomgo Prof in the Mercedes alongside him. Nice Job is starting P3 today. Wreck Divers P4, Fazak's P5. Make sure he's back up there in P6. Will anyway in on his Tier 1 debut is P7. Galgro's P8. NZ Pro starts P9. Josh Chess Gaming starts P10. Void Beams P11. Colin is P12. Maze P13. Waffler starts 14th. Just Moman on his Tier 1 debut starts 15th. Dylan Ark in the Haas starts 16th. Deadly Mosquito is 17th. Atrocity's P18. Honesy's P19. And Mandro, after crashing out, is at the back in 20th. Pirelli saying it's going to be a two-stop race. I think most people will be opting for the softs. Yeah, all the top 10, majority of the bottom half. Void Beam and Dylan Ark have opted for hards, and Honesy and Colin have opted for mediums, so they might be trying to do a one-stop race in this 36 lap race as we wait for the cars. And well, where have all the cars gone? The answer is Tomgo Prof. He's trying to back it up as much as he can to leave Dale Branco sitting on the grid as long as possible. That is Dale Branco's look down towards turn 1. It is a very long run here, down towards turn 1 at Mexico. So it'll be interesting to see who is going to get the better greyways. The final cars just slotting into place at the back. And we'll be ready to go for round number 8 of GRL Season 3. Here on the Global Racing Network. Tier 1 action about to get underway for you. Green flags at the back as we go to 5 red lights here in Mexico. It's lights out and away we go, and it's a good getaway from Dale Branco. Tom got a very good start alongside him though. Noyce has had a good start in the middle and might try and jump Tom down towards turn 1. Dale Branco going very defensive early on. They're almost 4 wide the pack as they go to turn 1, but Tom senses his move up the inside of Dale Branco. Just about keeps it off the road. There's a bit of a collision at the back. It's involving Honesy and a few others, I think. As Dale Branco still goes super defensive, Tom's going to try and make the move around the outside into the second chicane. And can't quite do it there, unfortunately. Just about lived to fight another day as, well anyway, has just got past Fazak behind in the Aston Martin. So he is up to 6th place in the early stages. Well, Dale Branco leads the way. Tomgo Prof second. Nice Job is third. Maestro has got up to 4th already. That's a great start from Maestro. He started 6th on the grid, but it looks like Wreck Diver might be trying to nick that place back off him in the early stages. Wreck Diver lost the position at the start there. Didn't get a great getaway. He might get a bit of a better run coming out of the stadium. Down the front straight, onto lap 2 we go. And Wreck Diver's pulled alongside. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? There's side by side between the two of them. Wreck Diver down the inside, in back up into 4th place. But Dale Branco starting to pull away here. Tom struggling to keep up with him. Well anyway, he's trying to get past Maestro, who's obviously just being overtaken by Wreck Diver. So Maestro got a bit of an issue here of potentially falling backwards. We've got a yellow at the chicane. Not sure who that was for. I think NZ Pro and Galgro might have had some contact there. Waffler picks up the first penalty of the afternoon. And Waffler has just had a bit of a dive bomb there on Fazak, up into 7th place. Luckily Fazak saw him coming. And there wasn't any contact involved. On to lap 3 we go. DRS enabled on this lap. They won't get it down the front straight onto the lap because the DRS detection point is before the final corner. But they will get it on not the second straight either, the little back straight in just going into sector 3 before the stadium section. That'll be the first point of DRS detection. Waffler pinned to the back of Well Anyway. Well Anyway doing quite well to hold his cool at the minute. Further down the order, Vitrosity is trying to get past Dylan Ark, but at the same time Vitrosity is having to defend from Mandro, who's come charging from the back of the field. Obviously Mandro started at the back in 20th after having that crash in qualifying. And he's done very well, gained 6 positions in the opening few laps. First lot of DRS enabled. Back near the front, Wreck Diver will get DRS on Noise Job here down this very long back straight. Front straight, sorry. Wreck Diver should get it done before the corner and does so successfully. So Wreck Diver is up into 3rd place, snatches the podium place away from Noise Job. Will he have a fight back though? He won't get DRS this time because the detection is at the final corner. So Wreck Diver pulls away a bit with DRS there. Waffler still trying to get past Well Anyway. Well Anyway's trying to get past Maestro in front. So Maestro could be a bit of a sitting duck here. There is a DRS train forming behind him. Really needs to get in Noise Job's DRS range or he could be in trouble here. Everyone DRS behind him. Waffler thought about a lunge. Couldn't quite do it there. Wreck Diver posts the fastest lap of the race, and that's Josh Shares Gaming out of the session, and that's brought out a safety car. What has happened to Josh Shares Gaming? It looks like he has had a crash in the stadium section, and it has brought out a full course safety car. And people who are on the edge of the pits have taken advantage to make a pit stop. See if we can see from Colin's view what has happened to Josh Shares Gaming. The answer is he has gone very hard into the wall on that left hand side there. The car's just gone away, but you just saw him as he came in. So this could bunch up the field. It's not news. It's not good news for DL Branco or Tomgo Prof, because they were pulling well out of DRS range of each other. It's worse than news for DL Branco because it means he's going to get everyone drafting him down the front straight on the restart. So guys, then, as normal during the safety car, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back shortly for the restart. Welcome back, guys, to the Global Racing Network. Safety car is in and we're back underway. Voidbeam leading the way and Dylan Arkin have got a very big jump over the rest of the field. Caught the field napping. Now will Dylan Ark have a lunge up the inside into turn one? The two boys on hard tyres, side by side between the two of them. Almost contact. Dylan gets forced over the curb and has to live to fight another day. In the end, just about survives that. Dylan's struggling since having that incident. Tom Goprof and Dio Branco, the two championship protagonists, scrapping it over third and fourth. The majority of the field have gone on some medium tyres. As we know, Colin is out of the session. Is that going to bring out anything? It's another safety car is the answer. Colin has had a very big off in the S, I think. And it has brought out another safety car. Now, will Voidbeam and Dylan go in? The answer to that is no. I think everyone will stay out on this one. Maybe Deadly Mosquito will pit. Yes, he will, because he's been on them tyres since the start of the race. So that was a very short restart. And we have another safety car. So guys, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly for the restart. Welcome back, guys, to the Global Racing Network. The safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. And we'll be ready to go. as we get back underway then. Everyone trying to draft each other, trying to get a little bit of slipstream. Void Beam gets a pretty good getaway again. Tom is closer this time and might make a move on Dylan out. Deal Breaker's trying to get involved in there as well. They're just about funnel the way through. Tom and Deal Breaker have a bit of contact. This is bringing them all into play on board. A nice job. Tom down the inside of Dylan. Just about misses contact. Deal Breaker's going to again come back at Tom. This is great racing between the two championship protagonists. Tom's still hanging on to the outside there as Deal Branco's still sticking there as they go to the S's and there's contact between the two championship protagonists. Tom is round and falling down out of this race. Tom has lost it, his teammate has also lost it, NZ Pro in the background, and Tom is down and outside of the points. And he's brought out another safety car because of all the incidents. NZ Pro's out and Galgro has had an incident as well in all of that. So that's 3 safety cars in a row. And they'll form up once again. I think the stewards are going to need to get involved in here because there's a lot of incidents bringing out a lot of safety cars. Everyone being very aggressive. So we'll form up behind the safety car once again. So guys, stay tuned and we'll be back shortly for the next restart. Welcome back, guys, to the Global Racing Network. The safety car is in and we are back underway after a third safety car period. Voidbean and Dylan Ark still on the same tyres. I'm surprised they didn't pit, really. As they're going side by side, Dale Branco's going to try and nick past the two of them in the Red Bull. And he's gone past the two of them. What a move that is from Dale Branco. Nice job has followed through on Dylan Ark. So Dylan Ark's going backwards here. But Dale Branco on the fresher tyres is pulling away. As Voidbeam losing a bit of time here. Nice job. Still staying with him. It's a train of Formula 1 cars for the S's. That 15 out of 36, nearly at the halfway point. Wreck Diver still trying to get past Dylan Ark. Dylan Ark's becoming a little bit of a sitting duck. Dale Branco, a nice job. Dispatched him on the restart. Now they might have some assistance because we have made it round a clean lap finally. And DRS is enabled. Tom still outside the points here. So this could get very interesting in the championship fight if Tom doesn't score any decent points today, or if no points at all are scored. Wreck Diver still staying with Dylan Ark here. He needs to get past Dylan Ark sooner rather than later if he's going to have a chance. It's DRS, Wreck Diver to the inside. And gets past Dylan Ark, tucks in on the inside. Dylan Ark falls down a place. Now, nice job can have an attack at his teammate here. His teammate on much older tyres, falling off the rear end of Dale Branco. Mandro has had a spin down at the first chicane in the Aston Martin, so that's going to cost him dearly. Waffle's got a time penalty for multiple warnings. Waffler picks up another time penalty. The time penalties are starting to stack up a little bit now between everybody. Nice job DRS to close closer to his teammate once again. He goes in a little bit deep though, which will compromise his exit a little bit, and he's picked up a penalty for going over the curb. Waffler has retired in the pit lane, so he's done the right thing there. That will not bring out a safety car or a virtual safety car. At least he didn't retire on track, unlike some people who are stupid enough to do that. Void Beam seems like he's still got some life left in them hards halfway through. He's doing very well to maintain the gap. Nice job, still staying with his teammate, but his teammate, like I said a lap ago, Void Beam doing very, very well to keep his teammate at bay here, especially with all the DRS that he has had. Dior Branco starting to run away with it. Tom is now inside the points, I've noticed, so Tom is up to 8th, but it's still looking like very grim point scoring for Tom today. Nice job, DRS on his teammate once again, still can't quite make a move. And Maestro has actually got past back Tom, so Tom is up and down the order a little bit. Nice job, still staying there. Back to Tom, who Maestro has just got back past Tom, so but Tom has got DRS on him this time round to potentially try and switch that back around. As DRS now tries and closes the gap. Oh, and Tom's just had a bit of a wobble there. Taking a little bit too much curb. On board with Atrocity, who's trying to get past May in front. At the same time, May is trying to get past just Moman for the final points position. Which hasn't been a bad race for just Moman so far. Trusty still staying with the guys in front. Meanwhile, back at the front, Noise Job has gone backwards here. And Tom is going to dispatch of him. So Tom is up to 7th place. Dylan Arker's pitted. What has happened to Noise Job? Because he was behind his teammate Void Beam. Has he had a spin somewhere? I think the chances are it's quite likely that he has had a spin. It might cost his race quite dearly, might that. Void Beam has still got to pit in front. He's been on him hard since the start of the race, and he's done very well to do 22 laps on them so far. May trying to get past Atrocity. Dylan Ark obviously dropped downfield, so May's now fighting Atrocity for the final points position. So that could end very interestingly, and Void Beam has finally emerged into the pit lane onto softs, which is about correct because he can do 10 laps on them pretty easily. So Void Beam out. He's going to have a big tyre advantage at the end, but whether it'll be enough to keep up will be another question. Personally, I'm not sure if it will be or not. It'll be touch and go, I think. Nice job sliding his way around the corners. Trying to get back into position. His teammate is now behind him due to pit stops. And Dale Branco is in for soft compounder tyres. Will Wreck Diver, will anybody try and go to the end? That'll be an interesting call. The answer to that, I don't think, is probably going to be a no, because as soon as Dale Branco's pitted, there's a stream of cars that have pitted now, all changing over to the soft tyre. Right, Diver's still going though, Maestro's still going as well. And we touch and go whether that Wreck Diver, Just Moman and Mandro and May can do another 10 laps on these tyres. Wreck Diver, if he does a bit of tyre saving, might get away with it. He'll be sliding a bit in the latter stages. And Wreck Diver is into the pit lane. So he cannot do another 10 laps. It would be too much on the tyres. Avoid being just at the fastest lap of the race. Just Moman is also going to try and stick it out if he can for now. So is Mandro. Whether they can do another 10 laps, it'll be touch and go. Me and the AlphaTauri having to go defensive from Dylan Ark here. Dylan Ark's got DRS on him. May try and fight it into the chicane. The answer to that is no. So Dylan slots through, and Wreck Diver might barge his way through on May as well. And Wreck Diver does barge his way through and gets up into 7th place. And I think just Moman has had a moment. He's struggling for traction. Dropped a few positions as well. Mandro's coming under pressure from Honesy. We've had a really good race, to be fair. Honesy started 19th on the grid. He's P4 currently. Mandro heads for the pit lane. I think just Moman will probably follow him in. And the answer to that is yes. So we'll pit and go to the end. May still sticking it out a little bit. 9 laps to go. Dio Branco keeping his cool out in front. Wreck Diver looking to get past Dylan Hart, both with DRS, so they're going to be even on this occasion. Will Wreck Diver make a move? The answer to that is no, too far back on that occasion. Dylan looking to stay where he is if possible. Here comes Wreck Diver on Dylan Ark, and Wreck Diver breezes through with complete control and ease. So Wreck Diver up into 4th place. Dylan Ark has a bit of a worry of going backwards here because you've got Tom Go Prof not far off his rear bumper, who even at this stage he doesn't like he's going to score mega points due to other incidents. Dylan going defensive on Tom just to try and hold them back a little bit. Dylan does go defensive, but Tom breezes past him with very much ease. Fazak looking to get past Atrocity. Well, anyway, is trying to get past May here. Aston Martin driver versus AlphaTauri, and well, anyway, breezes past with DRS on May and makes his way up into 8th place. Looking very good point scoring for him this evening. Oh, and May spun out on the inside. He's looped it round in the middle sector. Just lost the car on the exit, all over the curb, and he couldn't catch it. He just decided to let the car go. Didn't want to risk fighting anything, so that's bring Atrocity in play on him. Atrocity will get DRS. May has got cold tyres. Fazak's behind, waiting to pick up scraps as well. And May goes a little bit deep. There's contact between May and Fazak. Fazak didn't quite have enough turning circle there. Fazak will try and get the run on May to try and improve. And May breezes, Fazak breezes past May, sorry. In the Williams. Nice job trying to get past Dylan Ark here. This is over 6th position in the latter stages of this race. Nice job is in DRS. Closes a little bit closer to Dylan there. Dylan has to go defensive. Nice job. Slots past him with ease. And Dylan Ark drops down another position, unfortunately. Might try and fight back on. Nice job. If he can put up a fight. Mandro is going to try and get past Fazak here. This is for the final points place. Oh, Mandro breezes past pretty easily before they even get to the corner. On board with Dylan Ark, who's not going to put... He's going to try and put up a fight, sorry, with a nice job as much as he can. Dylan will get DRS on. Nice job here. Whether it'll be enough to close the gap. He's using a bit of overtake as well just to try and close that gap a little bit more. He will get DRS down the next straight. Nice job. You saw the red light there. He's charging his battery there to try and put up a bit of a fight if he can. Mandro has had an incident at the back. He's into the pit lane because of it. Dylan Ack couldn't find a way past. Nice job there. Mandro has retired in the pit lane, so that is his day done. At the end, Dylan Ack, another penalty. The only person who has not got a penalty in this race is May so far. Just Moman's on 23 seconds, most of the others on 3 and 6s. Meanwhile, Wreck Diver's going to try and get past Honesy here. On the front straight, heading on to lap 34. 3 to go, including this one. Honesy doesn't defend really. Lets Wreck Diver go, and Wreck Diver's up to 3rd. But to be fair, it's a battle Honesy doesn't really need to fight because he has got the penalty advantage. Wreck Diver looked like he went a little bit deep there. Honesy, DRS on Wreck Diver once again. On to the penultimate lap we go. And Wreck Diver has got it all to do. He's got Honesy sticking with him. Wreck Diver needs to pull a gap if he's going to maintain 3rd place in this race, which at the minute is looking highly unlikely. He is really struggling to pull a gap. He's losing a little bit of time here. I think his tyres might be starting to go. Well played into the hands of Wreck Diver. But meanwhile, we're going to go on to the final lap of this race. Del Branco. Another spotless drive from him, really. I mean, he's not got Void Beam that far off his coffers. So if Del Branco just makes a slight little mistake, he could be in trouble here. So far, it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. Void Beam isn't really closing a gap to Del Branco. Well, it's going to be a good race for Del Branco, really, with his main championship rival not scoring very good points. But that incident between the two of them definitely will be investigated after the race, because there was definite contact that might have played a role in the outcome. Del Branco comes into the stadium section then. The confetti is up. And he rounds the final corner. He's going to take another win here in GRL. Del Branco wins the Mexican Grand Prix here in GRL Tier 1. Void Beam on his Tier 1 debut comes home for 2nd place. Great result for him. Wreck Diver will come home for 3rd on the road, but Honesy has stayed within enough, and Honesy will get the final podium space in 3rd. So Wreck Diver's 4th. Tom Go Prof comes home 5th. Dylan Ark's home in 6th. Nice job, crashes over the line in 7th. Well, anyway, we'll come home for P8. in the end. Atrocity in the McLaren will come home for P9. Fairly decent points for McLaren again today. Same for Alfa Romeo. Only 2 double point scorers this afternoon. Just Moman will come home for P10 on the road, but he will drop down the order. Fazak comes home for P10. Maestro might even come home for P11 here, and he does. And May comes home for P12, and just Moman comes home for 13th. Driver of the day, deservedly, Hones. He started 19th on the grid, and he's got himself up on the podium. Guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.